I found the perfect UVA football transfer quarterback. Anthony Colandrea. Chris Graham here, Augusta Free Press. So the UVA football program needs a quarterback. We know that pretty well. And it supposedly now has extra $2 or $3 million in NIL money to play around with for the coming season and actually, coming into the next few years. We're told this anyway. It's hard to see Tony Elliott doing better than the guy at quarterback, than the guy who just put his name in the portal, Anthony Colandrea. I looked this, I did some research on this. Both ESPN and On3 have Calandry in their top 10 among quarterbacks on the portal. 24/7 Sports has him, I think, 16th. But the rankings are in shooting range of the top quarterbacks out there right now, including Duke's Maalik Murphy. Can't believe that kid's leaving, but he's going to go to Notre Dame. You know that. There's Boston College's Thomas Castellanos. We know him well because he's always been good against Virginia. And then Liberty's Caidon Selter. That's an interesting one. He's going to be a grad senior. I hear that there's a kid being hosted today. I won't give any details out, but another of the top kids is out there, whose name I haven't said out loud there, who's visiting today in Charlottesville. That could be interesting. On3, which pegs Colandrea as a four-star portal recruit. He was a three-star recruit coming out of high school, so he's obviously improved his stock. On3 does an interesting thing with its listings. They actually also include an industry estimate of the NIL value for guys if they were to go in the portal, and Calandry is his NIL valuation is at $1.1 million according to On3, and that's right near the top of the transfer class across the board. Now, his value is enhanced by the fact that he had 2 years of eligibility, has 2 years of eligibility left, and then he has 17 career college starts. I mean, so for a guy who's got 2 years of eligibility, that's a lot of starts. And that was because he had to start 6 games last year as a true freshman when Tony Muskett went down two different times with injuries. So whoever gets Calandry is getting a guy with a lot of experience, and he's just got to fit your system, right? So okay, let's figure this out. How do we get Anthony Calandry to say, you know what, I'll come back? Easier said than done, but um, what I would say about this, and I've written this a few times already, I don't know it more than anybody else outside of Calandria's inner circle about why he decided to hit the portal, but I'm of the mindset that it had nothing to do with the decision by Tony Elliott to start Tony Muskett for the Virginia Tech game. I don't think that was the case. I think there's a lot of other stuff going on, and I think it's mainly the way he's been used, the UVA offense basically under Des Kitchings, which is under the thumb of Tony Elliott. I look at Calandria and see his skill set, and I think, man, he's perfect for a spread offense system. Four receivers, five receivers at times. Okay, you're a UVA football fan watching this for the most part. That's who's watching this. Think of the offense that Robert and I ran at Virginia with Bryce Perkins, with Brennan Armstrong. Spread the field, shotgun snaps. If there's a running back there with you, read options. The quarterback either hands off or takes off running. With the receivers spread across the field, you've got the defense spread out. You've got more running lanes. Calandria's got nice feet as far as that goes. The ability that he's shown in the pro style offense to move the chains when he's just running for his life. And then, that kind of offense also emphasizes quick reads. You're not standing back, you're not standing back there or being asked to stand back there for long periods of time. You make a quick read, and if there's nothing there, then you take off running. Because again, you got the defense spread out with the spread offense. Calandra is perfect for that. What he's not at all suited for is this Tony Elliott, Des Kitchings pro style offense that Elliott brought with him from Clemson, which worked great there because Elliott had quarterbacks like Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence. You got a Trevor Lawrence back there at 6'6", you stand back in the pocket. You have an offensive line that gives you time to look for receivers. That's when you're 5'10" like Anthony Colandrea, you're not going to be able to. You can't see over the middle of the line when you're standing back in the pocket. You end up taking off running because you can't see. That's just a given. He's 8 inches shorter than Trevor Lawrence, and um, so here's my proposal. Here's how this could all work. Rework the offense in the spring. I mean, obviously you would start reworking it now, but then you get your reps starting in the spring. Go from that pro style, which isn't going to work at Virginia. It's just not going to. All right, it hasn't worked for the past 3 years. Definition of an insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So there we go. Go from the pro style to the spread. Then spend whatever you have left of this newfound NIL largesse that we say that we're being told is out there. Spend that on O linemen. Okay. I think we've got the weapons at receiver already coming back. You might even be able to lure a guy or two who's in the portal back with this new offense. And then not only can you get Colandrea back in the fold, maybe, just maybe, Tony Elliott can save his job because we all know where that's going to go if next year goes the way it looks like it's going to go at this stage. Now, we also know that this is not going to happen. What I just told you is not going to happen. Elliott's going to stick to his pro style because coaches are stubborn. We're going to end up with another small guy standing back there in the pocket, despite who's visiting today. And there's going to be a makeshift line struggling to keep whoever that is back there upright. Hopefully this guy has feet so he can run for his life, just like Colandrea did. And Muskett looked, actually ran pretty well for his life in the Virginia Tech game. Most of the offense the last 4 weeks came from guys running, the quarterbacks running for their lives. All this happens, and then this time next year, we're all talking because next December 11th, I'm recording this on December 11th. Next December 11th, we're talking about who the new coach is going to be. So that's just the way it is going to be. It doesn't have to be that way, but that's just what I'm saying.